Everything feels urgent. That email, that call, that decision, that deadline. And you're running from one fire to the next, never catching your breath. But what if the urgency isn't real? What if it's just thought? Welcome to Daily Power Boost. I'm Sean Michael. This isn't a podcast about pushing harder or fixing yourself. It's a space to see clearly how your experience is actually being created. Each episode offers a simple shift in understanding, not a tactic, not a hustle, a clearer view of thought, identity, and the patterns you've been living inside. Because when misunderstanding drops, relief rises, energy returns. You move forward with calm, sovereign clarity. This is your Daily Power Boost. Welcome back to Daily Power Boost. Here's what most people experience. Everything feels like an emergency. That DM that needs a response right now. The project that can't wait. The decision that has to be made today. And you're exhausted because you're living in a constant state of urgency where nothing can wait, where everything demands your immediate attention. The truth? Most of what feels urgent isn't. Yesterday, we talked about how your experience is created by thought, not by your circumstances. Today, we're applying this to urgency. Because urgency isn't a fact, it's a feeling. And that feeling is created by what you're thinking about the situation. Thoughts like, if I don't respond now, I'll lose this opportunity. If I don't decide today, something bad will happen. If I don't fix this immediately, everything will fall apart. And when you believe those thoughts, the urgency feels real. Here's what's actually happening. Your mind is creating the urgency. And when you see that, the pressure drops. I know a leader who used to live in constant urgency. Every email felt critical. Every decision felt time sensitive. They were burning out because they never had a moment to breathe. Then one day they paused and asked themselves, what makes this feel so urgent? And they realized it was a thought. If I don't respond right now, they'll think I'm unprofessional. So they questioned it. Is this actually true, or is it just a story I'm telling myself? When they sat with it, they realized it wasn't true. The email could wait. The decision didn't need to happen in the next 5 minutes. The moment they saw that, urgency dissolved. Not because the circumstances changed, but because they stopped believing the thought that was creating the urgency. Here's how urgency works. Your mind takes a situation and attaches a thought to it. This is urgent. This can't wait. This has to happen now. And when you believe that thought, you feel urgency. Here's the part that most people miss. Urgency isn't coming from the situation. It's coming from your thought about the situation. Thought is temporary. It changes. It passes. So let's reframe what urgency actually is. Urgency is thought created. Not all urgency is false. Some things genuinely are time sensitive. But a lot of what feels urgent, it's just your mind making it feel that way. And the powerful part? When you see that urgency is thought created, you can pause. You can breathe. You can ask, is it actually urgent, or does it just feel that way? Most of the time, it just feels that way. Here's what I want you to do this week. Number 1, catch the urgency. When something feels urgent, pause. Don't act immediately. Just notice. I'm feeling urgency right now. Step 2, find the thought. Ask yourself, what thought is creating this feeling? Usually it's something like, if I don't do this now, something bad will happen. Write it down. Step 3, question it. Ask yourself, is it actually true, or is it just a story in my mind? Most of the time, you'll find it's a story, and when you see that, urgency loses its grip. Step 4, decide from clarity. Once the urgency settles, ask, what's the right move here? And you'll know, because underneath the urgency, it's always clarity. And if you're finding it hard to see through the urgency on your own, book a free clarity call. We'll look at what's creating the pressure and help you see what is thought and what is real. The link is in the show notes. Urgency feels real, but most of it, it's just thoughts. When you see that, you stop living in reaction mode. You start leading from clarity. Because the best decisions aren't made in urgency. They're made in the calm underneath the urgency. This was the illusion of urgency, why everything feels like an emergency, and how to see through it. Tomorrow, the thought behind procrastination, why you avoid what matters, and how to move forward anyway. With strength and heart, I'm Shawn Michael. Stay close. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential. Remember, transformation starts with action. So take today's insight, make it your own, and awaken your inner potential. Because remember, greatness begins within. Catch you tomorrow for your next Power Boost.